Welcome guys. So today we are going to discuss how to handle services of Oracle database uh, using command line tool or inside the SQL Plus. So let's start the video. Okay, so we can handle services in Oracle database in two ways. Packages provided by Oracle within SQL Plus and using command line tool that is provided by Oracle. So first we are going to see how we are going to do it with SQL Plus. So Oracle has provided few packages to handle the services in Oracle instance or database server. Or particular, if you are using RAC, then you can use it as well. So for using these, you need to log into Oracle and you can use inside SQL Plus. Okay, you can use one view that is DBA services to see which services are running. You can use active services to see which services are right now active. Okay, DB services, you will see all the services of the Oracle. Okay, in so first we are going to see DBMS service. It's a package that is provided by Oracle, and it provides an interface to manage and configure Oracle database services. Like you can start, stop, uh, and create services using this package. Using and services help in these services help in load balancing, high availability, and workload management. Like you can create multiple services in Oracle database and assign few services to some users or some assign some in another users. You can also load balance in RSC with this package. Like you can create some services in one RSC node and another service on another RSC node. So that's how you can load balance that as well. Okay, so DBS PL SQL package that provides an interface to manage and configure Oracle database services, right? So database services are logical abstractions that enable client applications to connect to specific set of Oracle instance. Okay, so you can create multiple services for one database instance so that you'll manage them and load balance them. So another one is SRVCTL tool. Okay, so this stands for Server Control Utility. It's a command line tool. You can go inside the SQL Plus and then you can use. You cannot like on the if you have Oracle installed on your system and yeah, you are using Linux, you can go inside Linux, open the command prompt and use this servctl tool to manage and configure Oracle clusters, RAC clusters, and the service utility allows database administrators to perform various administrative tasks related to Oracle RAC and clusterware from command line without needing to use the Oracle OEM, or maybe you need not to go inside the Oracle, just outside the Oracle. Outside SQL Plus, you can use this tool and manage all the services. Okay. So with this subsidiary tool, you can start and stop RSC databases and instances. You can add, modify, remove RSC database services, and also you can manage your clusterware resources like listeners, ASM instances, and other resources. Okay, so managing Oracle RSC clusterware configurations as well with subsidiary tool. Checking the status of Oracle RAC components. Okay, I'll show you that in when we are doing the lab. Okay, so the syntax of this tool is subctl, then command, then the objects and the options related to it. Okay, so the commands are enable, disable, start, stop, relocate, status, add, remove. These are the commands, and the objects are you can with this subctl tool you can query database the instances of database, the services related to database, the node apps, VIP network, ESM, disk groups, listeners. Okay, so scan listeners. Okay, so you can use this tool to configure and manage all these objects of the database. So with the help of ServiceUtil tool, you can use ServiceUtil start instance -d and then DB name -i the instance name. You can start the instance name outside the SQL prompt and with this tool as well, and you can stop the instance as well. You can add a listener with this tool and remove the listener with this tool as well. Okay, so let's go to the lab. We will see some scripts related to it. Okay, so these are the services. If you are using if you are using RSC cluster on Oracle, you can query uh, this this view provided by Oracle to see the service is running on which instance. Okay. GV services, GV dollar services. So it will tell you the service is running on running on which cluster. Okay. You can also see the active services. Okay, and this is the script just to update all your services. Like if you have dropped or created a new service, you can update your services by this. And another thing, inside the SQL prompt, you can use this to DBA services to query which are the services, all the services created in that Oracle database instance. And by this, you can query active services. If when you are inside a single cluster, a single instance, you can query active services. And if you are outside the, if you are at the cluster, if you are at the, if you want to see all the services on all the clusters, then you can use GV services. If you want to just see the active services of current uh, instance of the cluster, then you can use active services only. V dollar active services. Okay. So this is the package provided by Oracle. You can use this to create a service. Okay, like the TVMS service create service. Then you can even use service name and network name. Okay, to create a particular service. Then you need to start the service. You can use that using this. You can use end service here, service name and service, and when you run this, you will be asked to start the service and the output of when you run this in the command line tool. You'll be asked to provide you the name of the service which you want to start. You maybe earlier created service, and also you can use this to stop the service the same way as you have created that. It will ask you which service to start or stop. Another, you can delete the service as well with the DBMS service package. The another method is servicetl. Okay, you can use status. This is the we want to query the object which is service. Okay, so we are going to put service here, then hyphen d which is for database name, hyphen s which is for service name. Okay, you can use these to query Oracle database instance. Okay, so let's go to the uh, instance and see what we have. Okay, so let's open. Okay, so SQL plus. Okay, so we are inside SQL prompt. We cannot query. I'm not using what I tell, Linux, so I cannot use this. These are these you can use on Linux where you have clusters. Okay, database clusters. So you can use that there. But right now I'm not using that, so I can use. I can just show you this. Like what are the services? created on my instance. Okay. By this I'm just formatting the output. So do you see these are the name of the service, this is the network name. Oh, I haven't created any service on it, it's just the service name. Okay, if I want to create a service, then you can also query like what are the active services. Okay, so by this it's not okay, no, it's not copied properly. Okay, here, okay, you see, so this is the active services which are right now running. Okay, you can see this running. Okay, apart from this, you can create a service, start a service, or stop a service. Anything you can do, you can delete a service as well. Okay, so this is all related to services. If you're at the cluster, you can use this is very helpful. Status, start, stop, or remove a service. Okay, your database name and the service name you want to create related to that. Okay, so this is all about it, and we'll be seeing further related to Oracle database in our next videos. So thank you. I'll see you soon. Bye.